Of course, not the Fantasy Football Gurus podcast, that defunct podcast that hasn't shown up in video form in what seems like years. But you know what? We are here with Franklin. No excuses.
That's right. That's right,
All
baby.
right.
In the
Let me
flesh, you have.
go ahead.
And let me ask you something, Pedro. Are you ready for this matchup?
Bro, I've been looking forward for this matchup since week one, bro. I've been looking forward to taking you down for a long time, man. Let me send this thing out to everybody in the chat so they know what's happening here.
I am ready for you, my friend.
Oh boy.
Bring it.
Let's see.
You know whose lightsaber this is, Pedro?
Whose lightsaber is that one?
This
It's
is Darth
Vader's?
Vader's lightsaber.
Ah,
That's right.
bro.
That's right.
To be honest, I've been wanting to get not the Sidious lightsaber because the Sidious lightsaber is ridiculous, but the lightsaber for bro, I forgot the guy's name. Oh, in episode 2, he was the main bad guy.
Count Dooku?
Count Dooku. There you go. I've been wanting to get that one for a while, bro. Like the actual one.
Okay.
Yeah, because I have other ones, but I don't have them here now. Let's see. We are here. Let me get on here and put this on the chat so everybody can see. Seems like we have already one person watching. Don't know who it is, but
Probably Armando.
yeah, bro. Armando loves our stuff, bro.
That's right. He loves it.
Yeah. He is a guru head for real.
Oh, yeah, he is a guy.
That guy's awesome, bro. I want to be like him when I grow up.
See, bro.
Alrighty, so we are on. I just sent to everybody in the league. Hopefully, they start pouring in little by little by little. So, Mr. No Excuses, before I disembowel you today, tell me, how has your day been? Knowing that you're going to come on this podcast and try to defend yourself.
That's right. Pedro, let me just tell you something, bro. My blood pressure has been normal. Yes, I suffer from hypertension. But, bro, since last week, my blood levels have been normal. You know, because honestly, you guys don't really cause any worry in me, man. You guys, you and Steven, the two worst teams in the league. Bro, the guy couldn't even put up 50 points last week.
Bro, you're talking about your co-host, bro. I haven't said anything. I haven't brought Steven's name up at all.
Oh, he knows. He knows his team sucked that week. His team only put up 44 points, bro. There was no point in the game where I was sweating, bro. I didn't have to take another shower. I just took one shower on Sunday, and that's it, bro. Usually my opponents have me sweating, so I take more than one shower. But, bro, with Steven, I was not sweating, bro. I was actually cheering when his running back scored a touchdown, Najee, on Monday Night Football. I was cheering with him because I said, finally, you break the 40-point mark. That was about it. And this week, another bum in Pedro and Churre. You are the bum of this league, bro. And, man, I was looking at your team right now.
Listen, Franklin, I know that you're taking a nice little laugh. You look at your team after you basically told me that, oh yeah, Josh Jacobs, yeah, no, I got him in the 5th, bro. That's 10th round keeper, perfect.
Right.
But you know what? I've gotten past that. I was upset at the moment when I heard the news that it's not a 10th place keeper, because to be honest, that's the whole reason why I did the trade. Because I'm looking forward to next year.
Yeah, man. To be quite honest, I misinterpreted my own rules, or the rules that the league agreed to, because I want to say that when the league established these rules, it was unanimously voted that anybody that struck gold in the 6th round or later would get to keep them. The fact that I didn't go back to the rules and I didn't read them, I mean, that's my fault. But hey, it's on you, bro, because you should have gone back and you should have read the Guru League rules, but you didn't, bro. You didn't
Well,
read them, and unfortunately, you're in the position that you're in, where you're gonna have to keep Josh Jacobs in the fifth, and that's not. There's nothing wrong with keeping Josh Jacobs in the fifth round. I mean, he's a pretty good player, man.
no, he's decent. I'm not mad at Josh Jacobs, man. I don't sweat it, bro. He's a decent keeper because he's probably going to go further, like probably in the third or the fourth, anyways.
Right.
So keeping him is not that bad, not that big of a deal. But you know what? My biggest issue is that I got him from you, and that I've always been a trade partner of yours in the past. No problem. So, and then to have the commissioner stab you in the back, giving you that nice, bro. You know what I was thinking about the other day? Because right after that trade and everything that happened, me and my girl were driving in the car, went to get something to eat, and she told me, "Babe, you know that song from Diddy? You know that song from Diddy, the one when he's with that girl, and then at the very end, and he's talking on the phone. Why don't you play that song?" And then I play the song, and I realized, I'm like, bro, este tipo is just like Diddy, bro. Ahí bro, sin vaselina me lo metió. Yo digo, oye.
No, bro. Let's be honest. When we did the trade, Pedro, both players were at their lowest. Brandon Ayuk and Garrett Wilson.
Yeah.
We both said someone's going to lose and someone's going to win. No one could have projected that, Brandon Ayuk would have a season-ending injury, bro. But right after I gave you that trade, Brandon Ayuk gave you 22 points, and you got 16 points from Josh Jacobs.
Correct.
At that point, you were flying high. You were not complaining.
Nope.
But then the following week, he gives you 5 points, and then you start complaining. God, Franklin screwed me, this and that. Bro, we said it from the get-go. There was a full disclosure. Someone's going to win, someone's going to lose. And unfortunately, bro, you got the short end of the stick. But the reality is, Pedro, that Josh Jacobs hasn't been playing bad for you, man. He's been putting up pretty solid numbers. I think this week that just passed, he gave you, 19 points?
Yep. No, Josh Jacobs is a stud, bro. I don't feel like that guy is going to be a problem for me in the future. Speaking of that, everybody's trying to trade me for Josh Jacobs for some reason. It's like the sharks smell water, and they smell the blood in the water, and they want to go in there and get the best player available. And since they can't get Montgomery and they can't get JT, they're like, you know what? Danny comes in, he writes on his little since you're not going to get him in the 10th, you might as well give him to me.
No, man, trading with Danny is difficult, man. But let me ask you something, because another trade between you and I almost happened on Monday, right before Monday Night Football.
Mm-hmm.
I reached out to you, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
And I asked you, have you completely closed the door on us ever trading again? And you said, no, bro, I was just messing around.
Mm-hmm.
And so, do you know what player I offered you?
Of course I know. We talked about the trade. It was Chris Godwin, the number one wide receiver in all of fantasy football.
Exactly right. And were you open to the idea of trading Chris Godwin?
I was open to the idea. Thank God I said no. Because at that point, I think I would have gone to Savannah to find you, bro.
I think your little heart wouldn't be able to take it if another.
No. At that point, I think I really would have quit fantasy football, bro.
In the back of my head.
Alfredo with his pigeons, bro.
But in that trade, I know that I told you, watch the player tonight and then decide if you want to trade him or not. But in the back of my head, I wanted to push him into you as soon as possible, like right before the Monday night. But I'm like, man, let me not pressure him, because then he's not going to want to trade, because he'll think something's up. Man,
but something was up.
I should have pushed him, man. But Pedro, man, I want to talk about our matchup, bro, because this is a matchup that most likely is going to be your Super Bowl, bro. Because you have gone out into the YouTube realm and you have declared me to be your biggest enemy.
Yes.
Because
number one enemy. Alfredo's always going to be my enemy, because that's just what happens. But I've conquered that road. I've already beat him in the finals. There it is. There's the championship ring, so everybody can see it. Because I know he's watching somewhere in a dark corner in his room, getting the pigeons ready for Armando. But yeah, I'm done with him. My 100% focus is on you, sir. You are the one that is in the back of my mind when I go to sleep at night. Just to let you know.
I know. But Pedro, bro, I'm going to be honest with you, bro. And this is where I'm going to go in. Bro, your team sucks, bro. Like, Pedro, your team is so sorry, bro, that you haven't been able to beat me the last 3 years, bro. Well, if I beat you this week, it's going to be 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be 0-5 against me, bro. Bro, the Churre just flows out of your pores, bro. How would you feel if you can't conquer me?
But that's why my name. This is the thing. This is the thing between the difference between you and me. Because you know what? To be honest, you and me are very much alike in the things that we like. You know, we both have a love-hate relationship with Jonathan Taylor. We both is pretty much like to draft somewhat similarly. We both like to go after big players.
Mm-hmm.
But this is the thing that separates us, is that once I finish the week, fantasy football, I can separate. I get back into the chat. I talk. I do a whole bunch of things that I usually do, and it just, you can't do that, sir. You leave the chat. I tried doing what you did, but to another level. I put on the mask. Yeah, that's basically what you do. You go and you put on a mask, and then once the podcast is on, you go, welcome everybody to the podcast. I'm here because Steven brought me on, because if not, I wouldn't be doing this. Steven, just for this, I'm going to assign you more work. That's a da. And you're just down the rest of the day. But you know what? I'm not like that. I tried to be like you one day, and didn't work. So you tell me, sir, why all this emotion?
Because I strive to be the best, Pedro. I strive for perfection, bro. You strive for mediocrity, bro. You for losing is good enough for you, bro. You know what? I tried, but not me, bro. I'm not the type of person that likes to lose, bro. I want to see what I can do to better myself, bro. I started the season 0-4, and I found a way to better myself. And now I'm at 3-4, and I'm about to kick your butt, bro, and be 4-4, bro. You. There's levels to this, bro. There's levels to this, and you're not that guy, bro. You're never gonna be at the level that I'm at. Okay, you are good with making the playoffs once. You made the playoffs once. We've been in this league for more than 10 years. And you made the playoffs once, and that's it. You're fine with that. It doesn't bother you. It does not bother you. Bro, you suck. I don't know what to say, bro. I can't even get excited about this matchup, bro. I'm giving you this video because this is your Super Bowl.
Look, Franklin, let me tell you something. I did a little bit of research on you, because a stat that you love to bring up, that since your daughter was born, I haven't been to a playoff. It's been 10 years. A whole fetus was formed by the time that all this time has passed. Those are your words, not mine. But I did some research and I was looking into it. I'm like, bro, what has Franklin done in all this time? And I looked at it, and for a minute it didn't allow me to. Yahoo being the garbage app that it is, thank God we're moving to Sleeper next year. Every time I pressed on your profile, it kept telling me, can't give you the information, until finally I willed it to happen. And it finally gave me what I was looking for. It gave me exactly what I was looking for, Franklin. It gave me,
what is that?
The last 15 years of this league, and pretty much all the leagues that you've been in Yahoo. And why don't you tell me, sir, what is the average position do you have been in this league, in any of these leagues? What do you think the average position for you is right after you winning the championship?
I don't know. You tell me.
8th place.
That's better than I can say for you. I mean, you're in 10th place,
Bro, you and me are in the same boat then, bro. You right
No,
after
we're not,
winning the
bro.
championship,
Pedro.
which by to be honest, a lot of people have been saying has been very, very like I wasn't there when it happened, but people are saying that some things went down that maybe wouldn't fly today. And that's the reason why you won that championship. I won my championship fair and square. I went to the finals. I beat everybody that was in front of me, and I beat my brother, and I embarrassed him to win this championship.
And so did I, bro.
No, you didn't, bro.
No, there was no stats changed. If you're looking for that excuse that Danny tries to put, where everybody in the league, the first year that we established it, didn't want waivers, and I gave the league. You know, I'm that type of commissioner. I give the league what they want. The league didn't want. They didn't want waivers. We removed waivers. 3 weeks later, a guy who is no longer in this league decides to drop Chris Johnson. I picked him up and I traded him off alongside Brandon Marshall because it was a fair trade. Brandon Marshall in 2012 had a hell of a season. And I traded Brandon Marshall and Chris Johnson for Adrian Peterson. That trade helped both of us, me and the Shark. And we both ended up in the finals, and I beat the Shark in the finals. It's not like I cheated my way to a championship. I won it fair and square. I just want to put that out there, for record. Now, here's the biggest difference between me and between you. Every season, they always say, man, Franklin's a threat. Oh, Franklin might make it to the Final Four. We even say, Steven might make it to the Final Four. Danny might make it to the Final Four. Bro, I've never heard a season where people say, oh, wow, Pedro looks like a threat to make it all the way to the Final Four. Every time I hear or I'm looking for you, bro, my eyes have to scroll all the way down to see you at the bottom, either in 9th or 10th place. Bro. Pedro, bro, let me ask you something. Can I ask you something? Can I ask you something, Pedro? Yeah?
Go ahead.
All right, I want to ask you something for the record. Bro, after how many losses does it stop hurting?
Bro,
be honest. I'm asking you, bro. After how many losses does it stop hurting?
Bro, listen. I'll answer that question if you answer mine. How many times did you have to go in this league after you won to get into a playoff?
Repeat that again.
How many years did it take you after you won your first chip to get back into the playoffs?
I got into the playoffs in 2015.
How many leagues was that? Because you have 2 leagues here. You have Spartan 305 and you have Fantasy Football Gurus. Obviously, I was part of both.
Yeah, that's why I only have 1 league, because I'm fully invested in the league that I care about. When there's 1 league that I care about, I'm fully invested in that 1 league, and I don't really care about the other leagues. I stop paying attention.
Yeah, the one that you're losing, you stop paying attention. It's convenient.
That's the reason. No, let's hear me out, bro. That's the reason why Alfredo is platinum, because when we would look at the heavyweight league and we were all paying attention, Alfredo would be paying attention to the junior league, and that's how he got his statistics up to platinum, because nobody was paying attention to the little leagues, and Alfredo was picking up the big time players. That's how he got his stats up as platinum. So what you see is not always what you get. I want you to just, think about that.
All right, let's do this. Let's do this. I have here in front of me. I have everything in front of me. I have the stats that you're looking. I know Danny never thought about looking into this, but now since Danny knows this is available, he's gonna dive into it and he's gonna tell you all your little flaws from all the way in the back of your mind that you forgot about. I'm doing this for you, Danny. Since you have won, you're in No Excuses, Fantasy Football Gurus in 2012, which is more than 10 years, just to let you know. 11th place, 10th place, 11th place, 12th place, 11th place, 7th place, 10th place, 6th place, which is the one that you were talking about. Second, 10, 3, and 5, which is where you're on now, 5. So you have been in mediocrity with me this whole time, bro. Just because the last maybe 3 years you've been doing good. Don't come now and tell me that
you're listening to yourself right
juggernaut.
now? Just the last 3 years. Bro, that counts, bro. We're living in the present right now. The last 3 years I've owned you, Pedro.
Bro,
Past, bro.
The last 4 years, I gotta give you credit. The last 4 years, because 2022 you came in 10th place, Mr. Lipstick. You think I didn't pick it up? Go, and there it is. Oh, yeah.
Pedro, let me ask you something.
Bro, this is the stuff of legend right here. I brought this up. This is stats. Danny, okay. I see that you're looking this. I'll talk to you about it later.
So let me ask you something, Pedro. So is that what brings you joy, living in the past? Because for the past 2 years I've owned you, bro. You're 0-4 against me, bro.
You're right about that.
You every time, bro. Every time I waxed you, Pedro.
No, you're right. Listen, I'm not gonna lie.
You're gonna go buy out some stats that happened a couple of years ago, 6, 7 years ago. Come on, bro. Mm-hmm. We're living in the present right now. Like I said, every year they always say Franklin, bro. He has a good team. Franklin might make it all the way. Hey, didn't you guys do like one of the very first podcasts in the beginning of the season on who would be the better teams? Who did you and your brother unanimously have as the number 1 team in the league?
Mm-hmm. We had you, bro. Let me tell you.
Every year I'm a threat, bro. Every year, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, you for the last maybe four or 5 years, you've been okay. 2, what is it? Zeke and Destroy, you came in second. No excuses. And in 2017, it's Spartan 305. Bro, I didn't even think Spartan 305 was still around in that time.
Yeah, but again, Pedro, you haven't made the playoffs in 10 years, bro.
That's bro, you. I may have not made it in 10 years, but you are as bad as me.
No, because I made the playoffs.
Bro, where do you get the playoffs? I'm so bad at you.
Let me see your eyes. Talk to me.
I mean, vamos, aquí estoy.
Bro, look, I can't see right now, but here it is, bro. Pedro, 10 years of not making the playoffs is embarrassing. You will not look your mom in the face and say, Mamá, yo no he ido a los playoffs los últimos 10 años, because your mom would disown you, bro. It's so embarrassing, bro. Okay?
Okay, but you're just as bad as me.
No,
you're just as bad as me.
I made the playoffs.
Bro, you made the playoffs the last few years. Mira, when you were 5th and 3rd. Remember, this league restarted in 2022. In those last 2 years, these last few years, you were Mr. Lipstick in 2022, 10th place. Last year, 3rd place. So you're saying in these last 2024, 2023, and 2022, which is when the league reformed, you have an average of you have an average of 7th place. You don't make the playoffs in your average.
As the competition every year in the Guru League, the competition rises. We bring in new competitors, and the more competitive the league gets, the deeper.
But I'm not talking, bro. I'm not talking about the competitor. I'm talking about you. How do you defend that?
Okay, I've sucked in the past, bro.
Okay, but you're talking about my past. It's the same thing. We're talking about the same thing.
The problem is that it's coming all the way from the past. 10 years ago, all the way till now, bro.
I know, the same thing with you, bro. Since you won your championship, you were irrelevant. Huh? When I won my championship in 2014, when I won the championship in 2014, you were 12th place in both leagues. The one with the wives that were whooping your ass, and the one in the Guru League, which was a 12-man league, by the way, you were in last place. Look, he's gone. Ladies and gentlemen, I have single-handedly broken Mr. No Excuses. Come on. He is gone. I didn't take out the internet at his house. This is a knockout by me, and there's going to be a knockout on Sunday. Do we have a game players on Monday? I don't think so. Sunday night is going to be a first round knockout. I will win. And Steven, just so you know, there's only one number one podcast in all the galaxy, and that is the Two versus Brother podcast. The number one host is me. Forget about Sauce Bayless for a second. You're talking about me. Come on, guys. I'm waiting for him to come back. I'll give him 2 minutes. No, I'll give him a minute because he's wasting our time. Come on, guys. This is your fearless leader. This is your commissioner. And he's back. What happened, bro? It was too much heat for you?
No, bro. My phone ran out of battery. I can't see you. Can you see me?
Yeah, I see you, bro. I see you.
Hold on. Okay, now I see you.
There you go.
Bro,
yeah.
Where are we at, bro?
Where are we at? You losing.
No, Pedro. Look, bro, I'll admit I've sucked in the past, bro. I've been in your hole before, bro. I admit that 100%, bro. I haven't always been number one. And, bro, if we want to start, picking up our stats in 2017, Danny was at the bottom of the barrel. And he was one of the most garbage teams. There's been teams that have been garbage. We can say in the Guru League, there's only one team that's been consistent, and that's Alfredo. But Alfredo's consistency doesn't cut it because he can't cap it off with the win. I don't care how consistent you are. If you don't win, why does it matter? That could be said for so many teams. Alfredo is the Miami Heat of the NBA.
I get it, bro. I get it. There's only, to be honest, you're right. Alfredo has been the only team that has been consistent, but Alfredo is the cockroach that just doesn't die. It's impossible to kill that guy. So
yeah, you have your statistics, and I get it. You have your statistics, but Pedro, you cannot get away from the fact that you sucked for 10 years, bro.
Bro, but this is the reason why I told you that I'm going to defeat that argument by telling you you've been the exact same.
You can't
the
defeat
average
that
is
when you
8th place.
A 10-year hiatus. Bro.
Eighth place is your average.
My daughter was literally born the last time you made the playoffs.
And you won the championship?
She's 10 years old.
And you haven't been able to tell her that you are that you've been a champion. You said I've been a champion.
That's the same thing I can say for you, bro. You haven't been a champion in 10 years.
And you 12.
Hey. But
don't tell me you were relevant because you were in 10th place a bunch of times.
I've been really close. Last year I went to the semifinals. In 2017 I went to the finals, and I came 4 points shy of beating the Shark, bro. One thing is that I've been close and I've been going to the playoffs, but you haven't done anything, bro.
If my aunt had balls, she'd be my uncle, just like Steven says.
Bro. Okay, I get it.
And then the funny thing is, last year you needed, and this I wasn't gonna bring it up, but your failures as a commissioner has brought it to the fact that we needed a triple threat finals, and you inserted yourself in there because honestly, you wouldn't have been in there if everything would have been normal. But unfortunately, you allowed Danny to bench his team and Steven to bench the team, and then the betrayal happened. All this stuff happened because of you. Ask Coquise if that would have happened in his league.
Bro, from what I know, Coquise changed the settings in his league like 3 times already. Don't even go there, bro. Coquise, bro, we're to the point where Coquise added roster spots to his league, bro.
He's improving as he goes, bro.
What can we hold on. We're to the point where Coquise has prevented owners from picking up backup players.
What?
Yeah,
no,
bro.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, bro. That's Coquise league, bro. Hey, be my guest, bro. If you think that there's a better league out there, then you go join it. There is no league like the Guru League. And yes, as commissioner, I'm human and I made mistakes. And I admit my mistakes. But bro, my mistakes are not to that degree where I'm adding roster spots and I'm preventing people from picking up. No, that's not the Guru League. But I'm not here to bring fame to any other league but the Guru League. You know this is what we live for, what we thrive for. But Pedro, this weekend, bro, is there any hope? Any little hope that you have that you can beat me?
Well, listen, I got a pigeon or two up my sleeve, bro. Think about it. Which player?
Is that what we're stooping down to? Hurting other human beings? So that
bro, it works for Alfredo, so it has to work for me.
You see, that's the difference between mediocrity and greatness. Mm-hmm. Me saying, I want to beat you at full strength. I don't want to be throwing pigeons to rely on my win, because that's how Alfredo has won. Mm-hmm. Every time he faces his opponent, Danny, something shady happens. Someone gets hurt.
Last year, he threw a pigeon at him while he was at the golf course. Bro.
But if that's what you want, if that's what you're relying on to defeat me, bro, by all means, start throwing pigeons, bro. I want Pedro with his A team. Not his B team, not his C team. Unfortunately, I have to face your D team.
Well, listen, bro. You already look, Alfredo. They got like I guess like a ricochet pigeon or something, and Alfredo took out Godwin.
He did take out Godwin.
But this is what you have now. You had a great team, and I would have put you to win it all, to be honest, with that team. But now you lost Godwin. And I have a feeling, just like everybody has lost players, you may lose 1, 2, 3, 4 maybe. But at the end of the day, it's you versus me. This Sunday, this week, it all starts tomorrow on Thursday. And who knows, maybe I may pick up a player or two. Maybe I make a trade or two.
Yeah, who? Danny? Lord, when are you going to drop that bum Jonathan Taylor, bro? Jonathan Taylor's the reason why you've been sucking for so long, bro.
Bro, he may just be, but I love that man too, bro. To be honest. Just like you love him, I love him too.
Yeah, he's loving you from the bench.
Bro, it's been tough for Jonathan Taylor.
Let me ask you something, bro. We're looking at your team right now, bro, and I know you discuss your keepers, bro. And when I look at your keepers most likely are going to be Jonathan Taylor. It's going to be Josh Jacobs and most likely Monty, right? Those are your 3 keepers.
Monty in the 10th, correct.
Bro, I don't see any firepower in those 3, bro.
I can not see firepower in 3 great running backs, bro. Any one of those running backs give me 30 points at any day.
Do you think that your organization is going to suck for the next 5, 10 years?
No, but to be honest, Franklin, look, in the first round, I'm going to have a pick in the first round. There's no doubt about it because I don't have a first round pick. Unless I make a trade for somebody, I'm not going to, So the people that are left are most likely going to be Drake London because already Danny said he's not going to use him as a keeper. And there's going to be other guys because obviously you only get to keep 3. Mm-hmm. So I think next year with 3 running backs, 3 decent running backs, I can just have my pick of wide receivers. Which, to be honest, this league, you need wide receivers to win. Which is a part of the reason why, which I say, me and Danny are not that far apart. Because in my opinion, he's going to be in the consolation bowl. He needs running backs just as bad as I need wide receivers. But because this is a PPR league, he's in much better shape than I am.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, bro. Like honestly, bro, even though you have the early rounds, it's like I was telling Steven, bro, you're not going to have an elite player because the elite players are going to be kept. You're going to have good players but you're not gonna have the Justin Jeffersons or the Jamar Chases or the Saquon Barkleys or those top tier players that everyone drools over. You're gonna have an average team. Your team is gonna look like the Miami Heat, bro. You're gonna be a team full of stars, but you're not gonna have a superstar in that team. And that's what
Bro,
I think your team is gonna lack until you strike gold and you find something in free agency. Like the Odell Beckhams of the junior, like in 2014 when you struck gold with him and he became a superstar. I believe that that's your only hope for your team to lift up. But in order to win this league, and I've always said it, and I'm a believer, bro, you need a superstar, bro. You cannot just win on average players. Like
and you're talking about superstar wide receiver because I have a superstar running back, Jonathan Taylor. I don't care what you say. He's a superstar when he's playing.
Bro, but the problem with Jonathan Taylor is he gets hurt, Pedro. I love Jonathan Taylor as much as you do, but Jonathan Taylor has that problem, bro. The past 3 seasons, I believe Jonathan Taylor has always had a nagging injury with his ankle.
4 games every year.
Yeah, bro. And he does it to you in the thick of it, when you're in the thick of it, bro. He did it to me last year. And I had to, thankfully, I found a replacement, bro. But, man, I want my studs to be there when I need them, bro. And Jonathan Taylor's the guy that's not there, bro, when you need him. That's what I honestly feel.
Yeah, no, I get you. But look, just like everybody has their luck, you cannot say that I do not have luck in picking up players from the waiver wire. I was the one that picked up Odell Beckham all those years ago, and I am the one that picked up Zach Moss last year and Puka Nacua, and this year Jordan Mason. Bro, I have luck. It's just
but the problem is when you start trading.
No, let's not talk about tricks,
bro. That's what ruins you right there, bro. When you start trading away, bro. Like I believe that Jordan Mason next year, if San Francisco has nothing to offer him, let's just say Christian McCaffrey decides to ball out in the postseason and he has no setbacks with the injury, I believe the San Francisco 49ers keep him. But I believe they might trade off Jordan Mason somewhere else, which would make Jordan Mason a valuable piece. But until further notice, Jordan Mason is irrelevant while McCaffrey is there.
Correct.
And
especially when he's coming back. He's coming back really soon. So
I do believe he's coming back soon. I think after the bye week, most likely McCaffrey comes back and Danny is screwed. But that's neither near nor there because this is about you and this is about me and this is about our week 8 matchup. And so far from what I see, this is going to be a massacre, bro.
I don't think so, bro. Bro.
Okay, you're on your computer right now, right? Because I'm not in front of my computer right now, right?
Yep.
What have been your scores the last 3 weeks?
Let me take it up. Give me a second. Last 3 weeks. Matchups. All right, last week, 91 points.
Let's give you another try.
Bro, Brandon, you screwed me there. 4 points. And
what would he have given you? 10 points?
Maybe 10 points, bro. The one who screwed me the most is the Mr. Steroids, Jameson Williams with 0.60. Bro. Me cago en la madre del tipo es.
All right. So what has been the highest amount of points that you produced this season?
123.
And how many times have you hit that 120 mark?
Once. Bro, it just hasn't, to be honest, bro, it has not come together for my team, bro. It's not come together all year for my team. And I can admit that. But if there is a week that things are coming together, it's going to be this one. I have a feeling, bro. I have a feeling that something's going to change this week, bro.
And who are your starting receivers, if I may ask?
Oh, right now I'm not. I don't really have starting receivers. My
Okay,
starting receivers are. I don't have any on my team right now. They're
bro,
going.
you
They're all
have
on the
one.
bench.
Say it. You have
Uh,
one. Say it.
Let me see. Do I have one?
You,
Give me a second. I didn't
you
see.
have one that you're starting, but you just don't want
Oh,
to use
Keon Coleman.
He's not coming, bro.
Keon
Oh my
Coleman.
goodness, bro.
Hey, bro. He's good, bro. He's good for 10 to 15 points.
All right, who's your other receiver that you got on flex, bro? Tell me.
Mr. Christian Watson.
Glass, Glassfoot, Mr. Glassfoot.
Bro, hey. He's there, bro. It's the hamstring, not the foot, bro. It's the hamstring. Get it
Okay.
right.
Yeah, whatever. All right, so you have Mr. Glassfoot and you have Keon freaking Coleman. Okay. You're going up against Jetta's G5, and you're going up against, I'm most likely going to put Chubby Wubby in there for you, bro.
It's all right, bro. Listen, I know your team is going to score. I'll tell you exactly where your team is going to score, just so you have an idea of what's coming. Your team will score 132 points.
Minimum.
Is that not more or less what your average is?
Oh, the last 2 weeks, I've been up 140 plus, bro. But yeah, I did lose Chris Godwin, so maybe.
132 points. That's
And
what I.
how many times have you hit 130 points?
No, but that's not. I'm not talking about that. What I'm talking about is you are saying that you are 132 points was what you're going to do. So I have to give more than 132 points, and I believe that at this point, I will do more than that. I'll do this. Look, I'll give you this. This game is going to be decided by 10 points.
Oh.
This game is going to be decided by 10 points.
Pedro, bro. Bro, you know you can't even buy that. You know you can't even buy that. Bro, your team looks worse than it did before, bro. Like, vaya, bro. It looks like un arroz con mango, bro.
Oh yeah, Rocco Mango is still good, bro. It tastes good still. It may look bad, but it tastes good.
Bro, Pedro, bro, your best bet is to do what your brother does and start throwing pigeons. Because, bro, this is gonna be done early, bro. You know.
Let's look at it like this. I have lost all my games except one, and I beat Danny. Well, he lost to a Churre, and everybody was clowning on him because he lost to a Churre of the league, which I changed my name, by the way. It's Big Papi Churre.
You're a big Mahone.
So now you will be the one that will lose to a Churre, and I'm going to keep my name just like that. Big Papi Churre. So you know that the Big Mahone you lost to.
Oh, I'm so scared. Oh, I'm gonna lose to Keon Coleman. Oh.
Hey, you're the one making fun of him. If he blows up on you, I don't know what you're gonna say.
Bro, it's fine, bro. I've had people blow up on me. I'm used to it, bro. Look, Robbie blew up.
Yeah, bro. But listen, you have had some. Let's be real. You've had some bad luck, and you've had a lot of people blow up on you.
Yeah, bro.
And that's why, and a lot of reasons, is the position that you're in.
Mm-hmm.
You would have lost. You would have lost if it wasn't for maybe the pick that I did where you got 30 points from Garrett Wilson. Mm-hmm. Maybe you would have lost. So that's a game that you needed.
Okay.
If not, you would have been right there with me.
I would have won. I would have won that game because remember that Brandon Ayuk got 22 and Josh Jacobs got 16.
Yeah, but remember, okay, what week was that?
That was week number 5.
Week 5.
It was I whooped Cookies.
Oh, well, no, you had Cookies.
Yeah.
And he scored like
where I did say
points
where I did say my season was that Brandon Ayuk injury because that would have been huge. That would have been big on my team. Because then I would have had Ayuk and I would have had Godwin down. But honestly, it did save my season because, man, I hate that people are treating Garrett Wilson like he's crap now. Like he's only gonna like he's gonna only produce 13, 14, maybe 15 points. But bro, I still think he has the potential to give you 20 points, bro. And we're just gonna have to wait and see, man. And listen, man, that New York Jets offense is still figuring it out. But even if it doesn't work out for me this year, Garrett Wilson is a keeper for years to come because the Jets will find something to do with that guy, whether it's trading him out to another team, which will make him a valuable piece. I mean, you're already hearing news of other teams inquiring about him. What are the Jets? What are the Jets going to do 2025? Are they going to keep old Aaron Rodgers and old Devontae Adams, or are they going to trade out their future stars? Because let's be honest, Garrett Wilson hasn't gotten paid, right? What's his name? Sauce Gardner hasn't gotten paid, and Brees Hall hasn't gotten paid. So at some point, you got to figure out what you're going to do. You know, who you're going to pay. Are you going to keep all three? Because they're eating part of Devontae Adams' contract. So that's why I'm keeping Garrett Wilson. I think he's a valuable piece. I think he's still. I mean, he has a bright future. He's only 24 years old. He's a good talent to have, and I feel like next year he'll be a top 3 pick. Maybe not number 2, but number 3.
So. I don't think he's going to be a top 3 pick because there's a lot of. The Jets have been dysfunctional for as long as I've been alive. but
here's what you think. But they're saying
it's just that I don't see Garrett Wilson staying when he was all this time the number 1 option, and now he's a number 2, and he's visibly upset. You can see him in like whenever he's talking, he is visibly upset about not Devontae Adams coming, but his position now.
He is definitely upset, and I noticed that Devontae Adams, the first game he came back, he was playing the slot. Devontae Adams was, I don't know if you noticed that, but I noticed that Devontae Adams was playing the slot, and that's his position, bro. That's the position he loves to play, the slot. And he was playing more on the outside. And so I don't know, bro. I see Garrett Wilson is a vocal player. And when he doesn't like something, he'll vocalize it. So he hasn't gotten paid, and at the end of the day, once his contract is up, he doesn't have to stay there.
Yeah, he doesn't have to stay there, but where is he gonna go?
We'll see what happens, bro. But Pedro, it is. How long has this podcast been going on for? 40 minutes.
47 minutes.
All right, bro. We had a lot to say, and I gotta wrap it up because I gotta put the girls to bed. But are you ready to get your ass kicked?
Bro, I am ready to take you down. You will lose this week. This week is done for you, my friend. It's all done for you. This is the reason. Today will be the reason why you have 1 foot in the Consolation Bowl. It was going to be because El Churre.
My final words to you, Churre. Look, bro, accept defeat now so that your heart doesn't get broken. Because it is going to be a massacre, my friend. And it is going to be another loss added to your column. You're going to be 1-7. And you are going to be in direction to wearing that clown costume. Get ready, my friend, because this ain't easy pickings, bro.
Alrighty, man. We'll wrap it up now because you got to go do your thing. And I got to do my thing. But this has been a face-off on the Two Versus Brother podcast. This is where podcasts unite or collide at this point. I will let you go, my friend, but remember, you're going to lose.
I'm not even worried. My blood pressure is normal. You don't make me sweat. Thank you for letting me join your podcast. No, this is not the Guru podcast. This is the Two Versus Brothers podcast. Take it easy, sir.
Good stuff, bro.